Hey everybody, throwing in an extra stream this week. I just have a lot of refactoring I need to do and everything, and if I'm gonna do it, I might as well do it hanging out with all of you. So, after giving it some thought, I think I want to back out the changes we started on. I feel like my volume's off. So yeah, I think the changes that we made yesterday, I think I want to back out. And so if you weren't here for all of that, that was in our input. We introduced the, I just set up all of the GStreamer, or the telescope stuff. And there's a command I was going to look for. What is it? What is it? All right, let's go look it up. Config and Vim plugin telescope LSP references gr. It didn't work. Oh, that's not the one I'm looking for. Is it tree sitter? Yes. That didn't work either. Okay. Oh wait. we just had an error. It popped up. So what is this? Previewing file. Not sure why we get all of that, but this is pretty cool. So we added this RTMP type here. Woolly Mammoth, good morning, good morning, good morning. What's going on? So we implemented this input type of RTMP to see whether we could solve this issue that we had with missing audio from RTMP streams, but it turns out that didn't really solve the problem. So I think that I'm going to just back out all of these changes, and we're just going to stick with the URI input. Got 1.5 hours before my stand-up, but doing some Rust learnings and saw you pop up and dropped everything. Nice. Well, I appreciate that's how you decided to spend your 1.5 hours before your meeting. Have you been doing Rust long? Okay, what do we have here? Okay, so this is the output, which is fine. Okay, we did switch this to the URI, so we can still use this. So, do I stash it? No, it's easy enough to recreate. So we're just gonna remove the changes to input. Goodbye. Oh, this is your learning. Gotcha. Yeah, this is my learning as well. Okay. We backed that out. So we should be able to get this working now. If you see me lean over here, I have another box set up over here that I'm using to using FFmpeg to just push a 1080p video to an RTMP endpoint. And that's really just because we've been experiencing some kind of like jitter and weird things. And I just want to make sure that it's not like this system trying to do too many things, right? Because it'd be processing that stream, it'd be processing the stream that you're seeing, as well as pulling in the data, so. Okay, so that's pushing. And we're gonna pull, and then push. Okay. Let's do it. Started 2 months ago, but my team's project already built is in Rust, trying to instrument it, but it's been slow. Yeah, And I haven't learned any new programming languages in a while, but I feel like Rust is taking me longer to wrap my head around than languages prior. And it could really just be like if I had a better C or C++ background, maybe it wouldn't be so time consuming, but maybe it would. I don't know. I've spent the last 9 years writing a much simpler language. Well, syntactically, I should say at least. You don't have a C or C++ background either? Yeah, I mean, I've got a boatload of books over here on a shelf for C and C++, and I've started picking it up. But the reality of it is it's really hard to learn a language that you're not actively using, right? So I can pick up some of this stuff on the side and things like that, but you don't really gain proficiency until you're using it, 8-10 hours a day, Syntactically is the word of the day. It's C, syntactically. There we go. Okay, so here is good old Big Buck Bunny. And we should have sound here. Yep. Except we also have this issue here. So we clearly have some jitter in the video, and I don't know whether we just don't have a big enough queue. We also have an audio channel, but no sound on it. So we're gonna have to track all of that down. But I think for today, I'm not going to mess with that stuff. I think those are gonna be a little trickier to solve. What I'd like to do is start cleaning up some of the code. And we have this outstanding issue here. Refactor inputs into their own bins. So when we look at our pipeline here, right? Let's just back it out. Okay. So we can see our whole pipeline is one bin. But over here, we've got like this here. We've got two of them wrapping. That is a bin. So it's basically its own pipeline, except we can connect them. And that gives us like this nice abstraction, right? So we don't really have to think about everything over here. We just think about the paths that it produces. So we want to actually start taking our inputs and wrapping them, I think, our inputs and our outputs, and putting them in their own bins. This is a way I've seen other people implement it. So I'm hoping that solves some of our issues. Maybe it solves our clock issue, right? Because right now, if we were to take, we've got this video playing. We're far enough in now that if we were to come into Postman and add Sintel, we may catch like a couple seconds of it and then watch it like fast forward really fast, and that's a clock issue. What is this sort of diagram called? Oh, there's Sintel. But yeah, see how it's kind of moving kind of fast, trying to get caught up? So we have some sort of clock issue, I think. But, so we'll have to solve that too. Are you referring to... It's kind of cool though, we got to see it on top and then see the video keep playing. Okay. Are you referring to this diagram, Woolly Mammoth? Okay, so I'm not entirely sure what question you're asking, but this is an SVG document. So if we looked at it, it would look a lot like XML, right? So that's the type of the format that it's stored in, and it was actually generated from a dot file, which is graphiz. But if you're referring to sort of like, right, so this would generate a dot file, and we can actually look at the code. So if we go into the mixer here,
intruder alert. An unauthorized connection has been detected.
Began, welcome. Thanks so much for the raid, man. we are just... Whoa, I've got something
Someone
here.
find you interesting, sir. It appears we have a new follower.
Carl Vandergeest, thanks so much for the follow. Nukes Lion, Sinaway, thanks so much for the follow, everybody. Punchy, thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate that.
It appears we have a new follower.
My day's going pretty good. We decided that we were going to nuke all of the changes that that I made yesterday. So
Someone find you interesting, sir.
we are working on this RTMP switcher that I'm trying to build for GopherCon and for Microsoft's Learn TV, where we're going to pull in individual streamers. They'll each have their own endpoint.
Never cease. We have received a new subscriber.
And then what we'll be able to do is send it to, one or more outputs and seamlessly switch between these people. Like go to a MC, then go back to a streamer. We want to be able to control all of this through a scheduling program. So you can add a calendar. We'll be able to intermix video. So maybe 1 p.m., 2 p.m., then video. And then eventually we want to get to a point where we can do some like bitrate measurement and say, hey, if streamer once bitrate drops, meaning they disappear for some period of time, we want to fall back to a pre-recorded video. So we're going to try and build all of this stuff into here. Finally got time to watch. Mania Mutt, thanks so much for the follow. Red Knave 21.
Here's we have a new follower.
So that's what we're currently working on. Woolly Mammoth was just asking about this. Nope. We can demo this too. So this right now is, I've got another computer over here pushing this video to RTMP, and here's ours kind of picking up on it. So I was in the middle of answering kind of a question for Woolly Mammoth for this. But yeah, so this is a dot file. Oh, Red Knaves is a coworker? Nice, nice. That's how it works. I bring some coworkers to your stream, you bring some coworkers to mine. So the way we were generating this Woolly Mammoth is inside of the mixer. I have this generate dot method, which calls into GStreamer and says, hey, give me dot data about the pipeline. And then from there, inside of our HTTP handler for, where is it? Here, after we do that,
We have received a new subscriber, sir.
we are basically shelling out to the dot command, generating the SVG data, and then pushing it back to the client. Punchy, thanks so much, man. Okay, so we've got a couple of issues with our pipeline. I think you all joined right after we were demonstrating that. But we have some jitter in the video and we're missing our audio. And then, well, here, we'll just do it again. Okay, we're pushing the video again. Come on. There we go. Okay, so this is the new video coming in. Right here, we just have in our main, we've manually created stuff, but we can control all of this through HTTP as well. What crate is this? For what? For generating the SVG stuff? Oh, that generate dot thing is GStreamer has a function that it exposes to generate the dot data for the current pipeline. So we're just leveraging that. And then everything else is just me like shelling out to the dot command and pushing back data in the response body. Okay, come on. Oh, we're stuck in paused. Why are we stuck in paused? I think it's because sometimes with this we have to give it time to sort of clean up after itself. So I think that's our issue. Okay, yeah, so we are in a paused state. Not paused. Oh, we're in a ready state. So we never go into playing for our RTMP sync. Why? What JavaScript are you using for this? So that's just hls.js. So that's that. And we have Nginx RTMP. Okay. So all these are containers that I spun up in Azure that are just hosting a page that has that HLS.js embedded in it. And it's using this RTMP module to receive the RTMP traffic and then repackage it into HLS, right? So if we look here, where are you? There we go. We just have like this HLS section and tell it where to pump the HLS data. And then that player is pulling the data from there. Okay. So we're still stuck in paused. I borrowed... Oh, there we go. Okay, so now we're in a playing state. So now we can go to our other location. And now we can see we've got some jitter issues here. We still have to solve those. But if we come in here, we can just submit this JSON and say, I want you to play this other video. Then if we watch for a second, we should be able to watch it pop up on the screen. I forget what the latency is for the transcoding. There we go. So these are layered. So basically this is at a higher Z index and ends up, up top. It's going a little faster than normal, which is an additional issue that we have, which is that the clocks are different. So it's trying to catch up so that the clocks are in sync. If we waited, some period of time and then played it, it would go ridiculously fast. Is it like a reinforcement? I'm not sure what the question is there. Okay, so I think what we're going to work on today after backing out those changes is... You go away. You go away. Is we have this issue here where what we want to do is basically wrap our individual inputs and outputs in their own bins and connect them. And I don't know whether this is going to break our pipeline or not. As far as the drop bits, it could just be issues with queues and things like that. That part of it is going to be quite a bit more difficult to debug and surpasses my knowledge of GStreamer at the moment. So I'm going to have to dig in hard on that. It may not be something that I work on stream, just because you will watch me looking at lots of logs and lots of docs and things. And okay, so I guess let's maybe start with the output. All right, I have something turned on that's trying to do something, and I don't like it. So we need to change our output. Let's also change our main. Let's just change this to our auto. Okay. Where's my frame rate? Okay, let's see if this breaks. And we're going to change that to Sintel. I changed my Vim config last night, and so I enabled something that is, I don't know whether it might be C tags or something. I don't know.
Someone finds you interesting, sir. It appears we have a new follower.
Does your mixer do any transcoding? It does, Mr. Summerfield. Yeah. Looked at the GStreamer CLI pipeline. Yeah, so Bartholomew, what we ended up finding out is that we were really just transmuxing. So part of our issue is probably either in the mixer or in where we are transcoding the audio. Ida Cohen, thanks so much for the follow. Where you were piping one stream into another and viewing this, it was looking good. I presume you were going to replicate what the other pipeline did in yours. Yeah, so we looked at what that pipeline was, and it was very, very simple. It was just basically this flowing directly into the FLV mux. So we didn't have anything in between changing rates or scales or things like that. So, so I think what we could do, yeah, it was really, really dead simple. There was just this source, the RTMP source, which was connected to an FLV demuxer, which was connected to a queue, a multi-queue, and then connected to a FLV mux again and into the RTMP sync. So basically just split out the channels and then immediately put them back together with no additional work being done, which would explain why it works. So I think that what we could probably do if we do this refactor too, is we could also connect our input directly to our output and skip the mixer too. Potentially. What's this warning? Yeah, so, and yeah, yes, that's all Nginx RTMP does, unless you configure one of the triggers to call out to FFmpeg to do something special. Okay. I think this is just complaining because we don't need a mutable mixer. Okay. So let's start looking at maybe our output. Let's fix the auto one first. So we are going to, and I always mix this up, we need this component. We need GST inspect. We need an an inter audio source, right? And we need to give it a channel name. Okay, so we need to create two things. We need an inter audio source. Inter audio source. Enter audio source, okay. And we need an enter video.
Someone finds you interesting, sir. It appears we have a new follower.
Bubbles, thanks so much for the follow. Hey, Bulver's dad, what's going on? All right, I don't know what I have enabled. Let's give it a second. I've enabled something in Vim that is just, I don't know what it's doing. Making blackjack in Windows Forms. Nice. So there's some sort of post-save hook that's happening here. My bet is it's because I added I added the tag bar, or yeah. Okay, so we have our inter audio and video sources. Let's move this up here. Crap. No. Wrong way. Wrong way. These are... We need to rethink this. What are we doing? Okay. So the very first thing we actually need to do is create a pipeline. And we need to store the pipeline in here. Because now each of our elements is going to have its own pipeline. Input. Pipeline. Yes, so the pipeline itself is also an element. Okay. This is going to drive me absolutely crazy. So let's go to where are you? Tag bar. I have the feeling that's what it is. What else did I enable? There's clearly something running.
Intruder alert. An unauthorized connection has been detected.
Mr. Halsey, what's going on? Thanks so much for the raid. How was your stream? Okay. Let's see whether this fixes my issue. Went well? Nice. What were you working on? Proc macros. What is a proc macro? Well, we wait for that to do its thing. Rust. Proc macro. Provides the type consumed in the interface of procedurally defined macro defining such. Let's see. More stuff to learn. Function like macros. Oh, derive is a proc macro. Okay, so here we've got our pipeline. We have an error. Okay, what is going on with my NVEM? I don't think I enabled really anything else. Okay, let's see. Mismatch closing delimiter. Okay, we just have an extra one. What is running on my... see Rust fumped here, but I don't think that's our issue. And I'm pretty sure it's on pre because I notice it lags, and after we control C it, then this runs. Alright, what's the error now? No method found standard option. Wait a second. We've got our stuff wrong. Yeah. Wait, no. This goes here. This should be here. This should be here. Alright. My Vim is going to drive me nuts today. I got to figure out what that is. Blocking, waiting for block. So there's something here. I'm guessing on the Rust plugin that's doing something. Is it LSP?
Someone finds you interesting, sir. It appears we have a new follower.
Lob saying, thanks so much for the follow. Okay. So we now have this pipeline, and we need to store this here. I'm going to remove this option, I guess. And the crazy... Okay. So now this is our pipeline, the one that we own. All right, what is going on with... All right, what did I do? Wait a second. Did I just do this?
We have received a new subscriber, sir.
Aaron, what's going on? Punchy. Thank you, man. I appreciate that so much. All right, we removed FCF. We just tweaked our completion stuff. And what do we do here? That just got moved so that it's on any type of file. None of this has anything to do with when we save files. So that's just airline. So what is running on save? Okay, so here's my guess. Is I think that this is going to end up being a init. It's probably Rust.vim, which sucks because I want Rust. About how you use the bot outline from Eric's Git. Oh, you're talking about Aaron's stream. I don't think you can gift people subs who are already subbed. That could be it. See, but it looks like if I turn off Rust .vim, then I lose all of my stuff. Oh, no, I guess I don't. All right, let's... but I'm going to lose formatting for sure, right? So if I do this... Yeah. I lose formatting. Okay. I guess we'll have to format it ourselves for now. Okay. Where were we? So we're not getting any LSP references here. Oh, no, that's not what we want. We want, we are looking for auto. There we go. Okay, so here's our pipeline. We've stored the pipeline. Now what we need to do is also create sources. No, sinks. We need a sink because that's where we want data to flow into our output. It's going to be the very first element in here. So we will go ahead and just create it up here next to our pipeline. Enter audio sync. Enter audio sync. Well, enter audio sync. Okay. Video. Change to video. Video. Okay. Grab this. How did I move over there? Okay, here's the start of our audio. Okay, so here's our audio sync. Why do I keep jumping to the end of the file when I save? So weird. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do.
Someone finds you interesting, sir. It appears we have a new follower.
Memphis, thanks so much for the follow. Okay, so let's just do this. August 30th. So head to. Okay, so we're gonna git checkout. Let's just reset hard head, and we're gonna go back to. What? All right. Apparently I can't Vim today. Okay. I'm gonna have to stash all this. We will fix you. Okay. Now we should be back to... no, we're going to need to do a plug update. We're going to lose telescope, but... Wait, what? Wait, no. That's not right. That came in as part of the merge. Okay. I'm just trying to revert everything that I did last night messing with my Vim config, because otherwise I'm going to go absolutely mad. Why? Why are you doing this? Catching up on chat. Aaron, thanks for the bits. Let's see. With all the info y'all share with me, it's only scratching the surface. I appreciate it. No, we appreciate you. Gotta duck out. All right, Punchy. Have a good one, man. Okay, now let's see whether we can do this without. Interesting. It is still lagging out on me. So maybe it wasn't something with my config. Maybe it's like Rust Analyzer or something just going nuts on me. Well, that's all Edge. OBS. And lots of Rust Analyzer. Okay. We'll mess with that later. Okay. So, hopefully this works. So, we have our inter syncs. So what we need to do now is we need to add all of these to our pipeline. So, interestingly enough, what we need is pretty much everything that's inside of our link function. We probably don't even need to store all of these. All right, we're gonna have to come back to that because we may be able to simplify this. We may not have to store all of these on our type. So let's just start here. Okay, so we need to add all of these things to our pipeline. We also need to add our inter audio source sync. Okay, yeah, there's something going on. It's not. It wasn't even my changes. Okay, then I'm bringing them back then. Ah. Okay. Oh, we're detached. No, head's gonna be there. What's our commit? Oh, let's do this. Get ref log. And where we are at? Where were we? We want here. All right. Ah, hard. Head at 3. All right. All right, and we're back. We thought we were going to write Rust today. We are apparently not. So this is all tag bar. Any more? Nope. Okay. Was Rust is open. Okay. Plug. Update. Plug. Clean. Oh, this one quit. You quit. Okay. Wow, is Edge taking more CPU than OBS? Only saw it at the top of the list. It's possible. I am Zeok. I am on Linux. Okay. So we're not going to use self here because we haven't even created our type yet. Okay. So now we've stored our pipeline. I wish I knew what that was. It's definitely something in the Rust plugin that's doing that. Okay. And we don't need to link this one, so this is going to be our inter audio sync. Wait. Yes. Okay. This is going to be our inter video sync. Did we add it here? We didn't. Video sync. Okay. Today I learned OBS on Linux as well as FFmpeg lack NVENC support out of the box and have to be compiled in. I'm pretty sure that I have NVENC on mine. Pretty positive that's what I'm pushing through now. Settings. Output. Yeah, I'm using NVENC. I mean, it could just be the Arch build that I'm using too. That's quite possible. All right, so linking our inter video sync. Okay. Last he told me he's on dual Xeon. Wait, what was the question? I guess I missed the question. Oh, is my streaming machine also Linux? Yeah. So I do have a Windows tower next to me that like I don't really use much. I just recently built it. Okay, so now we're linking all of these things. Is this gonna work? Yeah, I'm running like a pre-release of Edge on Linux. But yeah, you name. Okay. So now we have our own pipeline. We've linked everything. So now I guess what we would end up doing here is we need to rethink this link method. We also need to let's comment this out for now. We're gonna need to think about this. How we want all of the unlinked to remove. Do we care about removing all of our elements? We might not. Let's remove this for now too. And for our set state, I think we just need to set the state on our pipeline. I think that that would be sufficient. All right, Rust.vim, you are driving me nuts. You want to ask why what? Yeah, I mean, I like dog fooding stuff, and actually, there's things I really like about Edge, like having different profiles for work and home, and being able to like seamlessly switch between them is really, really nice. Okay. Let's see. So we're not going to worry about unlink now. So for linking, the pipeline we're going to get is there. So we need to add our pipeline. Where's the add many? Not link many. Add many. Weird. Where's my highlight on yank? Wow, I really jacked up my Vim config somehow. All right. I don't know where I went wrong here. Let's just commit this. Git commit. Lots of stuff. All right. What is going on here? Forgive me, for I know not what I do. Why can't I pop that off? Whoa, we got lots of stuff going on. I'm struggling with the fact that I'm seeing a Microsoft Sir on Linux. Yeah. Well, that's what they hired me for. They had plenty of Windows experts already. I've had to tone my open source zealotry down a long time ago. Once I realized that Microsoft could never topple open source, it became less of a battle for me. Yeah, Microsoft's doing a lot of stuff in open source. I mean, I'm paid to work on open source full time, so, you know. All right, I'm really curious. Oh, we want to drop because we've already committed it, right? I don't even know what's in this one.
Someone finds you
All right.
interesting, sir. It appears we have a new follower.
Okay. All right. Well, we're all clean, but I still don't know why. I've got some issues. Because there's this issue where something is clearly kind of hanging. I think it's Rust.Vim. I really do. I was having this issue before. It's funny to see Microsoft nowadays trying to be this champion of open source. I still think the plan was to pull the rug out from under GitHub and NPM. And there's a lot that's coming down. I think they're doing a lot of stuff to buy goodwill for damage done in the past. It's my guess, but is Microsoft conceding or just regrouping? My inner zealot tell me it's the latter. I feel like both, right? I mean, they fork Chromium. That's okay. So here, seems like we're having a nice long chat about Microsoft and how, you know, their motivations for being an open source. So obviously, full disclosure, I work there. However, I have been a Linux and open source person my entire life. I was with you in my anti-Microsoft views. I was Linux on the desktop from 2001, 2002. Didn't even buy a Mac until 2009, and I only used it for admin stuff. So I was like as far anti-Microsoft as you could get. Never owned an Xbox. I didn't even use Windows from like right after XP was released, all the way up until earlier this year when I decided to try and give myself like a 6-month challenge of what is it like to be a developer on Windows, because I know the experience is different, and being in developer relations, I want to understand, you know, a whole world of people who develop on Windows. So that's sort of my background. Now, as far as like Microsoft goes, if we really think about it, they weren't behaving much differently than most companies. And were they any worse back then than some of the companies are now? Probably not, right? But as far as their motivations go, I think a lot of people are concerned that there's some hidden agenda. However, if you really look back at it and you're objective, regardless of, you know, what we think about their views of what they were doing to the open source community, they always spent a lot of time and energy like leveling up programmers in their ecosystem. Free software, you know, tons of documentation, Channel 9, all of these things, but it was for Windows developers, right? They loved the developers in their ecosystem. So I guess if we look at like what they're doing now, I think it's a and you know, obviously I don't speak on behalf of them. This is just my viewpoint. If we look at what they're doing now, I think it's recognizing that cloud is where it's at. So now the developers in their ecosystem now encompass a lot more people. So I think we're just seeing them broaden what they've always done for developers in their community to what is now a much larger community for them. I've been Linux on the desktop since 1996. I was a super zealot for a very long time back in the late 90s, early 2000s. I'd be pretty surprised if Microsoft were to go pull the rug out from under people. I worked under Ballmer, and now since... I didn't realize you had worked there before, Aaron. For personally, I value right to repair. Apple and Microsoft both fighting against that. I think Apple fighting harder, so they both bad in my book. Them pushing their ecosystem was also a factor of them disparaging the competition. But I think that they're learning from that, right? Some of you have been watching me stream for hours, several days a week. Have you ever heard me talk about or promote a Microsoft product? Right? That's not my job. And I think that's good. Like, my job is to do open source and to make development easier for all of you. And then I go back and I argue with product teams on how to make their products better so that they better serve the community. And I think that's the way to do it, right? In fact, my management all the way up could be watching me right now and watch me recommend a competitor's product, and they would be okay with that. Because my job is actually to be what's the word I'm looking for? You know, my job is to be honest and to serve you more than it is to. If I don't think one of our products is better than a competitor's, then I should recommend the competitor, and I should go tell the product teams why they should make their product better. Okay, self-value is a keyword only available in methods with a self-parameter. 138. Oh, wait. We don't need to do this because we are signing it in there. Okay, that was left over from when we copied in our link method. Wait, I already fixed that one. What is this waiting for? What is this thing doing?
Good day to you, madam.
I don't understand what's going on here. There's something going... There's something with the Rust Vim plugin, I think. Oh, nice. Let's go old school. What is this? What is this? What is this? Nice. We're rocking Netscape, Xterm. Oh, and BitchX. Nice, nice, nice. I remember writing like egg drop bots and stuff too.
It appears we have a new follower.
Zuritard, thanks so much for the follow. Okay, so this is clearly not our issue. I think... Is it Rust Fumped? Is that... No? Okay, 173. Oh, right, because our link isn't doing anything. Okay, so we need to rethink this. So we're getting our pipeline... Oh, wait. Add many. We need this. And then 179, right? Okay. So we are going to add our pipeline to their pipeline. Pipeline. I mean, we don't really need an add many here, but we may need to pass in more, so let's just leave that for now. Yeah, it's definitely something Rust related here. Let's see out of curiosity. Let's switch over here really quick. Let's just open up like and see whether this is doing anything. Okay, yep. So it is definitely a yeah. Okay, so this is snappy. So it is definitely a Rust thing. Well, not Rust the language, but the Rust plugin that I'm using. Okay. So, what were we doing? Okay, so we've added our pipeline to their pipeline. However, now we need to do a couple of things. We need to grab our inter audio sync here. We're gonna need one of these. Oh, we are gonna need an add many. Okay. Here's our inter audio sync. Inter video. We need this one too. And now Dr. Dumenberg, thanks so much for the bits. I gotta get going. Today's getting a little stressful, and I think I need to throw myself into some hardcore music. Hope you have a great stream. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Dr. Doomenberg. Okay, so on this side, what we need is the sources. Oh, and we're missing something here. Crap. We're getting ahead of ourselves. So this is the source. We don't have the name. We don't have the name. We don't have the name. We have self. So this would be self dot name. Right? Oh. Okay. Nick Sative, what's going on, man? We decided to throw away everything from yesterday and do new stuff. Okay, so we need this. We're gonna do the same thing here, self.name. Okay, so we actually missed something though, because there is a property on the GST inter audio source, for example. We have a property in here called channel, and we have to set this because this is how the pipeline is going to know how to link the things. So we need to enter audio.set property. And we're going to call it channel. And this is going to be a format. I guess we're going to call it the name of the output. Let's call it output. And then the name, and then we're going to call it inter audio source. Okay. We need name, or self.name. And we see whether that's going to work. I don't know what happened to my Rust plugin, but holy crap. Just how you like it. What's that? Throwing stuff away and doing it over again? Yeah, this is... Okay, so we just have this one process running. Unexpected token. Oh, because we don't have a... Okay, so we need the same thing here. And we're just going to substitute audio for video. Oops. There we go. And we need to do the same thing for our syncs, right? Otherwise, they won't be connected. Sync. Sync. And this is just going to be name. Okay. Let's go up to our inter video. There we go. Audio with video. Okay. Okay. So now if we go find our link function, we need to add these to our pipeline. Enter audio source, enter video. This should be source. 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 Okay. Okay. What do we complain about? Expected enums is found. I guess we need to just return back a unit struct here. And I guess I'm not understanding why it's still recompiling all of these. Like something's going on behind the scenes here. Okay, so the other thing that we need to do also is we need to link. And I always forget what the GST element. Okay, so the other thing we need to do is we now need to link our audio that came in. So this is like an audio T that's going to split. We need to attach their inter audio source and inter video source to those. So we need to come in here and say, hey, we want to pass in audio and we want to link it to our inter audio source. And I think I'm doing this right. The irony is that we've already implemented this once and I threw it away because some other stuff was broken. Shurshik, how you doing? Okay, let's see. What is going on here? All right. You are going away. I have no idea what you are doing, Rust plugin, but you're driving me crazy. Oh, okay, so we've got a compiler error. Expected reference found struct on line 190. Pipeline add many. Wait, why won't that add? Oh, it's not a reference. Okay. What is this? So when I disable the Rust plugin, I am jumping all the way to the bottom of. What is this? I don't think I installed anything else. I mean, Vim Smoothie. Maybe that's the thing that's making me go all over the place. Okay, so let's. Oh. Oh, I just removed stuff. All right. It's okay, so what is it that's making me jump? Like, that is the weirdest thing ever. All right. Expected struct just found just the element. Wait, what? Expected struct found GST. Oh, because they are different types. So this is on line 190. 190. So we need to take this. Okay. All right, we might have to turn this into a Vim debug stream, everybody, because this is gonna drive me freaking crazy. $191. Oh, because I didn't delete it from here. Expected 1 argument. Oh, crap. Set proper T. Set proper T. Okay. Vim debugging is fun. All right, does everybody want to help me debug Vim? I'm down. Okay, 188. Okay, so we need to fix that. We need a reference. Okay. And oh wait, here this should be sync. No, source. Video source. And this should, wait. No, we don't need, wait a second. No, we're in the link. Yes. Okay. There should be video. Okay. Where's the error here? Oh. Format is returning back a string. So we need this as a string, right? Or as an str. Mr. Halsey, are you still here? Doesn't have a size known at compile. Wait, what? Oh, ButterFS, that's something I haven't used in a while. I wouldn't need to debug issues with my editor. I just used that. This is true. This is true. But here's the weird thing now. Oh, no, it's still doing it. All right. Okay, seems like a lot of streamers you know are here at the moment. Yeah. You're returning str without and how? I'm not sure what you mean. Can I just pass this in? No. Oh, you didn't know it was called ButterFS? All right, Potatoes, have a good one. Yeah, McCann, I updated some stuff with Vim last night, but it was all like swapping out FCF for Telescope finally and things like that. But I clearly have some issues here because like, why does that happen? I don't even know what I did that would cause that. That's so weird. Okay, so how am I going to do this? Oh, you just say BTRFS. Nope, it's totally Butterfs. Seppi, how's it going? All right, so what is our issue here? But we've done this, right?
What you're going to hear about today is nothing short of a miracle.
Yeah, I mean, because that's literally what we're doing here, right? We're doing the same exact thing here. So, where's our issue?
Sound waves reaching the microphone are changed into impulses of electric current.
Do I have a YouTube channel? I do. Right now it just has like archives of videos, you know, that are falling off of Twitch. I try to keep it updated about once a week with all of the video on demand, but I don't have anything there. However, Seppi, if you have questions about things, one of my biggest things with creating content is like trying to think, what do people want to learn about? What do they want to know? So if I have knowledge that you would like me to impart on you, I am happy to create a YouTube video that is specific to whatever your question is. Susa? I don't know whether I know enough about Rust to create a Rust tutorial yet. Like, I run into stuff like this and I'm like, what is this? So this one we know it's expecting a reference, right? However, if we do this... So I'm not sure, is this like an artifact of using this? It wants a property name and it's a dynamic to value. Yeah, what are you doing here, Began? Don't you normally like drop the viewers and then like dip out? Did you get fired, Began? I have not tried the language D. Okay, so what is... So what is this supposed to do? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. It's just one of those days my brain doesn't want to work. So let's go into GStreamer. There is a tutorial section here. Bin. Let's just see if they use set property anywhere. So they're passing in URI here. Yeah, we do that too. And then sort, wait, basic tutorial for set. So this is just an and string. So I don't understand why this is a thing. Is that really it? No way. It must have something to do with the way this is a trait, but okay. Okay. It works. CD switch. Okay. So the error was just this format line here, even converting it to a string. Let's see if it's still here. So we have this, right? Here, I'll fix it and I'll show you the other ones because it'll do the same thing. All right, line 88. So here, wait, no, line 88. Okay. So if we convert this to an and str, so that was my other question. What do people refer to this type as? I'll call it like an and str and stir, but you know, does it have like a name, right? Like what's the technical term for it, right? So if we had like a config here, right, this is a struct literal, but like Is there like a name that people refer to that by? It's funny when you have to like pronounce things that are just like programming concepts and like have a name. I could do an as ref. Okay. Let's do that. As ref. So two values not implemented. Okay. So we might be stuck with that then. I should start with A. Yeah. Okay, so what I ended up finding was to fix this, if I take a reference of that, that seems to work. You know what language I am waiting for is Rust sharp. I mean, Rust, when we think about it, like Rust actually gets really sharp. I've cut my hand on some Rust before. All right, 119. All right.
Someone finds you interesting, sir. It appears we have a new follower.
Ad Guide, thanks so much for the follow. Agnapow, thanks for the follow. Tiger. Uh-oh, is this a follow bot?
Someone
Is that all?
finds you interesting, sir. It appears
And
we have a
Tiger,
new
thanks so much for the
follower.
follow. It's funny, anytime you get like 2 or 3 follows like in a row, you're like, is this going to be one of those things where there's 100 of them? The Dormammu, thanks for the follow.
Sir, it appears we have a new follower.
Okay, so what is this? Oh, okay, so this is just we're not dealing with the error cases. So let's do it. Let's fix them. So there's that
Someone
one.
find you interesting, sir. It appears we have a new follower.
Where is the other ones? Set property. Okay. Doesn't that lead to infection? What's getting too much, Nixative? Oh, all the puns? Yeah, gotcha. I don't understand the follow bot. Like, what are they going to get? Yeah, I don't understand that either. Like, what is the goal? Is the goal to just screw up people's stats? Like, I'm not really sure what that is. Is it so that somebody who, because like, you know, there's like services where like people pay for followers and crap, right? So is it like one of those services, but then they also follow bot other people so that it's not recognizable who like the paid participants are and who the other people aren't? I'm no clue. Okay, so wait a second. These are never used. That should not be true. Let's go look at new. Because what's it saying is never used? Video caps filter. Yeah, they're used right here. Oh, because okay, gotcha. It's because we don't actually like use them elsewhere. Okay. Mixer. Did I delete too many? All right, let's just go with this. Okay, so let's see if we can get a running pipeline now. I'm waiting for JavaScript++. We need a competitor to TypeScript and CoffeeScript just to make the ecosystem more confusing. Yeah. it's impossible for Twitch to ban these follow things because there's no way to verify if it's a bot or a human. I think that Twitch probably has enough data that they could probably reasonably score a user, right? If you never spend any time watching streams or acquiring channel points or speaking in streams and things like that, you just follow, then I think it would be reasonable to assume that you're not. Failed to link elements. Okay, which elements did we fail to link? Okay, let's do some debugging here. Leave my JavaScript alone. Okay, has anybody here done CoffeeScript? I tried. I really tried. Maybe the tools are a lot better now, but trying to debug something that transpiles to something else can be really difficult, says the man who's trying to learn Svelte. I'm a hypocrite. It's all right. Okay, so we've got a linking issue. So let's figure out which thing it is. Print line. Actually, you know what? Does the debug statement tell us where it's produced? Like if we just do this? I don't know whether it tells us what line number it's on. Let's see if our linking issue is here. I can write such a bot that behaves exactly like a human and there would be no way to lock unless they use identity verification like national ID, but you transferred a company off of it and got nothing but endless thanks. Yeah. I mean, I bought into the idea of it, right? I did, but debugging gets really, really difficult. And, you know, that's my concern with WebAssembly too. Like, I like WebAssembly, but there's also the issue of like, how do you debug that? That's also my problem with a lot of like serverless code. Serverless is awesome, but when everything is all chained together, like it becomes really hard to debug, and we just need tooling. It's not to say the technology isn't good. It's just we need the tooling to catch up so that we can debug these systems. All right, failed to link elements. This is on output line 142. Okay, so do we set channel? We set channel on all of these. Okay, so I know we did this before. And I'm just trying to remember, did we link them this way? Do we have to create the pads? I wish D and Rust could be C++ ABI compatible so you could export C++ classes. Okay. I'm waiting. I'm just laughing thinking about like CAPTCHA for streamers, right? Like you go to follow and it's like, what was the last sentence the streamer said? Okay, did I commit that? Because that would be the simplest thing to do is just look at our commit history and see how we implemented it before. These are all. All right, so this is something we might want to look at because We had to do that before. Let's see. Was it that long ago that we were using them? Okay, here's our refactoring at inner sources and sinks. Okay. So let's just look at output here. Not main. Not mixer. Oh, wait. Okay, so we did have it in our mixer. Well, I guess it's before we pass the pipeline in. Okay, so let's just look at the code here. I guess we still have not gotten the answer to the question. My guess is, McCann, is that it's probably to shield other activity, right? Like when you blanket, when an attacker blanketly does something to affect multiple people, but to shield who the real victim was. So my guess is that's what the follow bot is for, is that, or to just throw off statistics. Okay, so here's we create our sinks. Okay. And then when we link, we add our audio sinks. We link to the sinks. Wait a second. Did we link the wrong direction? No. Wait a second. So that's right. We need to be linking our inter-audio sync. Wait, what function are we in? Oh, we're in new. That's not right. This is not right. Crap. This is supposed to be source. This is supposed to be source. I knew I would mess these up. So we need to convert all of this to sync to source. And we need to do the same thing for audio, because I'm dumb. Okay, because this is where the data is going to come in. And we need this to be a source. And we need this to be a source. Because we want the data to flow in, right? So somehow source is going to be connected. It's going to flow into our audio queue, which is ultimately going to make it to our sync. So I reverse these because I'm dumb. Okay, now on this side, we need the sync, because that's where the data is going to come into. So here we want to substitute source for sync. Okay. As someone said, it's some business to sell followers and they are trying to act a bit like normal. Yeah. That would be my best guess, is what the follow bot does, along with the watch bots and stuff. Okay, so our pipeline's running. Wait a second, what is this? Output. Oh, that was the output window. My bad. Okay, so we do have our pipeline running. However, we're in like this paused state. So let's go look at our pipeline. Why is that not running? Oh, there we go. Okay. So here we can see our inter-video source and our inter-audio source. We can see their channel names. So we're missing some stuff here. Oh, this is not Syntel. Main. All right. I don't know what all this is. We don't need all of this. This is when we were trying to do like a bunch of different things. Wait, no. We want to keep that. Let's get rid of all of this. Okay. There's our server. Okay. Oops. Ah. This is gonna drive me crazy. Like this. Why? Alright, we're gonna leave this one because we want to swap between auto and that. That's fine. We'll leave that. What was the other thing we found? I'll leave that for now. Okay. 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 That should get a Syntel playing. Because that basically got stuck in pause because there was nothing coming in from that RTMP stream. So now we're just pulling in a URL. Yeah, whoever it was who was asking about my YouTube channel too. Anybody who wants to do me a huge favor should follow that YouTube channel. I'm trying so hard to get to enough followers where I can have like a static URL. Well, I can't really say I'm trying hard. Okay, so this is... Okay, so we still have an issue. Okay, so here's our input pipeline, right? Ah! And we can see everything flowing through here, which is fine. And that's going to go to the sync. Everything's in a playing state. Okay. So here's our sources. So now let's find our mixer side of things. That's our URI code bin. That's all coming in. Where's our mixer? Alright, so here's our inter-audio sync. Supposed to be going to that channel. Okay, so we do have this issue where they're in a ready state, but they're not getting data. Output auto inter audio sync. What's it called over here? So we should be able to like take one of these and find 2 instances of it, right? Output auto enter video sync. Output auto enter audio or source. Oh crap. That's our issue. Is there's a mismatch. They're named based on their element type. And the channel, that's not correct. Okay. This is easy. So we need to go to where our output enter. Oops. Okay. So here, let's just call it enter audio. And then enter audio source. Okay. Enter audio source. That's fine. Okay. And now what about enter video source? Okay. All right, now let's try sync. Okay. Enter audio sync. Okay. Now, oops. All right, we're gonna have to fix Vim. I had so much I needed to do tonight, and now I'm gonna end up debugging Vim. Okay, so we're still stuck in a pause state. There we go. Why are we still stuck in a pause state? All right, so we should be able to find this now, right? Yeah. Enter, output, enter video, okay. All right, what's our issue? Okay, so I feel like this should be the other way around though. Just switch to VS Code. I actually did VS Code for like 6 months. I challenged myself to do it, and okay, so this makes sense, right? Right. This is okay. We already have that method. What was this one? Okay, we don't need that. All right, I want to see what the mixer side of this looks like. Because on this side, we're just adding our linking the T to our audio sync and our video sync. So let's go check out mixer.rs and restart Pretzel Rocks because it crashed again. Okay. Enter. Wait a second. Okay, so here's our T. Did we not have some? No, we had to have something on the other side. Hold on. Let's go to... No, we need to move back one from this. I want to see this one. I have an 8 gig dual core laptop and VS Code takes like 8 seconds to load. No, 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 no. Okay, so I want to see enter audio source. Wait a second. That doesn't make any sense. That's not true. Let's go look at our output. Maybe this is the commit later. Enter. No, it's there. Wait a sec. Wait a second. Wait a second. Did I screw this up again? Okay. So we have the inner sources here. And we... Audio... Wait. Okay, so... We link them. And that's what we're doing. Enter audio source. Okay. So if we come in here, we're adding enter audio source to our pipeline, right? Yeah, that's our pipeline that we own. And then we just store references to them in our type. And then same thing. Okay, and so this is our audio and video, so we need to check out the mixer now. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let's go to our add output. Okay, so it's adding the inter video syncs. Adds them to their pipeline, which we do, right? This should be in link. Okay. Yeah, so this is the pipeline they passed in, right? Do we add our pipeline to there? Well, we know we need to add these at least. Okay, so let's see. Yep, okay, so we add our own pipeline to it. And then we are linking... Wait a second. We're taking our T, right? That's what we're saving audio out as, is a T, right? So we're taking our T, and then we are adding a Q, and then sending it to that sync. So we're doing the same thing. Linking... Do you use VS Code for taking notes and stuff when on my work computer? I remember you were talking about switching to NeoVim recently. I'm just making fun of it. Gotcha. Okay. So it looks like this should be okay. Except they do this later. And this is gonna drive me crazy. Alright. It also looked like they. I say they, but that was actually me. So audio cue. Let's just call this an inter audio cue. Cue. Okay. Video. Video. Okay. Video. Okay. This jumping around is the worst. Okay. What is our warning? Just blame the stream for distracting you. Hey, I don't mind distractions. I'm just sort of doing some refactoring and socializing. So today is Friday. It is a perfect day for hanging out and socializing and just seeing what kind of refactoring we can do while we can. Okay, so let's also add our inter audio, or no, just audio queue to the pipeline and our video queue to our pipeline. And we want to place that queue on the other side of the T that's being handed in. So this is our audio queue, and this is our video queue. Okay. I don't know what's worse, like this jumping around or the like lag. Well, oh, okay. Yeah, X message, it's never you. It's definitely not you. It's totally everybody else. Oh wait, what happened? Where did it go? Did it crash? Failed to create element factory. Wait, what? Failed to create element from factory. Oh. I know what this is. No. Because we changed the name. So which one failed? It's definitely one of these that we just added, right? Oh, because this is just Q. Q. Alright. Let's try that again. No. Why are we getting stuck in a pause state? It's crazy because I know I had this working before I refactored it all out. Okay, so this bin looks like it's totally in a playing state. Everything's in a playing state, right? Uh-huh. Okay. We have queues on this side. Okay. What am I missing? Okay, so we have some sort of issue here. Or that's not in the right state. Oh. That is because we are not setting the state on these elements before we link them. Because we do it here, right? So we need to set the state on them first. However, I kind of feel like these should be owned by the mixer. So let's get it working here, and then we should probably refactor that into the mixer, because the reality of it is, it should just be passing those things into us. Well, I guess it doesn't really need to pass these things into us now, does it? Because we don't need access to that. We just need to be able to add ourselves to their pipeline. So we'll get it working first, then we'll refactor. Okay. I mean, I guess we'll have to change everything here, won't we? So let's do this first. So what did I say? Oh crap! What did I say our issue was? Oh, we're not setting the state. So we need to come here, and let's steal from the mixer. Get state. State. Okay. All right, we need to get the state of their pipeline. And then we need to, our pipeline should already, our state should already be set at this point, but we'll do it anyway. No, we just want to set the state of audio queue, video queue, and enter audio. What? Enter audio sync. Video. Okay. Jump to the bottom of my buffer one more time, Vim. One more time. I mean, I did update NeoVim, but I don't think that's my issue. Okay, so now we have the state set. Is that gonna work? I really love this song. There we go.
What brings you to the land of the gatekeeper?
That's loud. Go away. Sorry. 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 Actually, no, the volume should be capped fairly well for you. That was probably just really loud in my headphones. Is there a particular... No. So if you look, McCann, like, this is just me writing the file. Yeah, I keep forgetting. I probably have your volume that you hear for my desktop noises about half the volume that I hear in my ears. So imagine it twice as loud. Now the background music itself I have really, really low, even in comparison. I guess I've never asked, how is the level on the music for all of you? Is it a good level? Too quiet, too loud? Okay. I want it loud enough where everybody can hear it, but not loud enough where it's competing for when I'm speaking. Okay, so that works now. So I guess we could start looking at refactoring and then getting unlinked to work. What's fun about the music is it's actually really loud in my headphones. I don't think I have a keybind, no. Excuse me. Okay. So here's also what's really... Turn that monitor up. Okay. So here's what's really interesting though. Watch. If I go to... if I open my nvim config... Oh, wait a second. Let's try this. If I go to my bot and I just open this up, if I press save here, does it do it? It does not. It does not do this in a Go file. It only does it in Rust. It's taunting me. So let's go look. And now here's the crazy part. If I take this and I re-enable this, and then I look at mixer mod. Whoa, 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 invalid. Wait, what? Oh, source mixer mod. Okay. If I re-enable that though, watch. Oh, it still does it. Oh, because I didn't, Okay, so now that's in there. Now watch this, watch this. You ready? So now we have this like long delay. I don't know what this is. I just noticed, I think the slight corner of my screen may be cut off. I don't know. Okay. So there's like this long delay, but watch. If I just save, no jump. However, it just like blocks. So I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if this is Rust Analyzer or what, but like now it's just sort of, you can tell right here, right? So this is saved and it's doing something that has a lock on the cargo, on cargo. And then at some point this will finish and this will run. So now I'm like competing between these two things. So I did change a couple of, yeah, see, it just finished whatever it was. And now that's going. So I did change a couple of things. Let's do it down here. And then plugin setting. I did change some stuff here. So now for I think the only thing is this completion, right? So I shifted this all up to use this shared logic here. It shouldn't be any of this stuff. I mean, I enabled this, but I don't know what that would have to do with saving. I did do some stuff in Telescope, but again, like that's just hotkeys for that. It's like, is it like a bug in the new version of NeoVim that I... So here's the format autosave, which we do want on, right? But I mean, we could disable that and let's see what happens. So there's still some sort of lag when I come in. We can't. What's a comment in Lua? Oh, 2 dashes. Okay. So we're still lagging. Alright. Let's see. Okay, so we still have the lag on startup. And we still have the lock on save. So that didn't seem to fix anything. And I think even when I brought it back to the way it was implemented before, where I didn't have this function here, wait, 2 dashes, 2 dashes. So I think Rust Analyzer is also being run because of the Rust plugin. Right, so if we come into here and we init.vim and we disable this plugin and then we come back in. So it's definitely something in that plugin. So it's something in that plugin specifically. But the odd part is like, why does it... Oh, weird. So I'm not having the jump issue anymore. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I'm sure. I plug update all the time. I am terrible, 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 terrible at wanting to run bleeding edge stuff all of the time. Okay, so that gives Rust Analyzer the time to do its thing, right? But so I don't understand what's going on here. And part of my concern was maybe I had tag bar, right? But I'm not using tag bar. That's disabled. So I don't know whether there's like an issue with Rust Analyzer itself. Like, is that... Let's go look up rust.vim. Let's see, like, if there's like configuration that we can do. Oh, wait a second. Didn't I think I might have accidentally removed that. Let's Oh, it's on. I'm glad, lucky, that I haven't mastered creating .deb packages from Git master branches automatically. I've heard conversions about Rust being very laggy with nvim LSP. I mean, it's possible. And I'm pretty sure I have syntax enable. I don't have syntax enable on? Yeah, it's on. It's right there. Okay, so what is the deal? What is the deal? Yeah, that's my thing, is like, I feel like it has to be something with LSP. What other config options do we have? Because this would be fun to like see what options do we have. Automatically register cargo as a syntax checker with syntactic if nothing else is specified. Is it a syntactic thing? Syntax. Let's try this. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, wait, no. Yeah. Okay. But format's not working. Oh, because I turned it off. Plug in. It's a syntactic thing. It's a syntactic thing. What a pain. What about, can I have tag bar back? Will you give me tag bar back? Without messing up my life? Okay. It's syntactic. Gah. Maybe it's like an issue with syntactic and tree sitter or something like that. Some sort of, I don't know. All right. Well, we're fixed. We're fixed. I mean, I suppose that's an easy enough try, right? So if we said tree sitter here and then enabled syntactic, right? It's easy enough to check. Nope. It's totally a syntactic thing. All right, syntactic, you're dead to me. Wait. What language? What does syntactic do? Yeah, so we have a picture in here. Give me a picture. Okay, yeah. So it gives you like all these like cool little error message things, but I guess we get a lot of that anyway from the new LSP, right? So probably don't need it anyway. Okay, so this was working, right? We had this working? Oh wait, code switcher, all right. What'd I miss? I know there's a way to do it, and I refuse to learn, or so much of what I use on the daily would be nightly builds complete with proper version numbers containing Git revision. I also need to get an LSP running finally. I keep wanting to learn more about how to use COC, then reminding myself I want to stop using COC. Yeah, I stopped using COC and started just using the built-in LSP stuff. And it seems to be working mostly. All right. Okay, so that works. So let's start looking at and this beautiful, beautiful thing is called Telescope, and that's created by Tej, the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend, Tej. Where? There we go. Tej. Okay, so let's find our link method. Yeah, you need to get Telescope in your life. I mean, like, wait. So there's a bunch of cool stuff you can do with it. So this is just obviously like just finding Git files, right? But we could also do, I have leader slash. Here we could just grep, right? Right. We have the ability to say like, oh, like I want to find references to this. So now I can like live search everywhere that references that. It's ridiculously cool. Okay. So now I think we need to change the way these things work, which means we're gonna have a lot of broken tests and crap. Damn it. Okay, so we need to do some stuff. So let's go find our auto implementation. And I mean, we don't need all this stuff.
We have a new follower.
Okay. Frederick Cheng, thanks so much for the follow. Okay, so we have all this pipeline stuff, but what I'm interested in here is the link method. And so before we were passing in these audio and video teas, I don't think we want to do that anymore. We have no business using these. So I think what we need to do is like, we're gonna have to break a lot of stuff now. A lot of stuff. So here's what we're gonna do. Our link methods, we now need to remove all of these from. Okay. And we're gonna have to go implement all of this stuff on all of them to get them working. So we also have the link method here.
It appears we have a new follower.
So now we're only going to add ourselves to the pipeline. Sneeko, thanks so much for the follow. Okay, so now that we have like broken everything, now we get to go fix it all. So let's look at our individual types here. So let's find our implementation here on our auto, right? Because here's what I want to do. I don't believe that any of this should exist here. I don't think that's our job.
Someone finds you interesting, sir. It appears we have a new follower.
Okay, so we're going to take all of this. B. Deckard, thanks so much for the follow. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go into our link method inside of our... Oh. So we're gonna have to add some stuff here. Okay, but let's look at our main one. So now in our output add here, we're no longer going to pass okay, yeah. We're no longer going to pass these in. we're just going to say, hey, link yourself to me. Get in here. Okay. And so now what we are going to do is, oops, because we already deleted that. So we're going to take all of this and we're going to come up into our output add. And here's where we're going to create the sync side of things. See, this is self.pipeline. Okay, so we don't need to get the state more than once. You come up here. Okay. You go away. Okay. So now we have this audio cue. Okay. Eric.dev, question. At work, I have a database table with 232 million records. I am pulling out less than 7 million. It took me 1 hour for my query to complete. Is this bad database design? Should it be faster? Right. It's Oracle. Okay. So, Stupak, I'm not very knowledgeable in Oracle, but I've done some database stuff. It's been a few years. So 7 million records is a lot of records. So it's really hard for me to know. It's also the amount of data transferred. A couple of questions would be, one, are you pulling back any data that you do not need? Because you can make that faster. Two is, how is the data indexed and how are you querying it? That would be a bigger question too, right? If you're making it seek all over disk rather than grabbing things that are laid out sequentially, you're going to have significantly different performance. So you have no insight into the database design. Yeah, so that's really the trick, right? The queries, you can write really bad queries, but it's really a mixture of like the query matching the schema and the indexes that are there. And that's usually where you get really, really bad performance. Okay, so here we're getting the state of the pipeline. We are setting the state on our new elements. So we are adding our new elements. Okay, so now where are we linking? So it's called audio out, audio out, audio, I think it's audio out. Okay, so oh, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, so now I'm re-questioning my design here, because this will work. The mixer will be responsible for owning its inter-video sync and inter-audio syncs and the cues leading up to them, right? Why is this not complaining? It should be complaining. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so this should really be self dot, right? And this should be self dot, and it should be video out and audio out, right? Why am I not getting errors there? What is all this? Oh, okay, these are other errors. I don't know what all these are. Pipeline add self-top pipeline. Okay. So the thought here is I could make the mixer responsible for these. However, we're going to have this weird cleanup issue where both sides are going to have elements they're going to need to unlink and then remove from the pipelines. And now the fact that I have these things split causes this issue where now the pipeline needs to kind of track the fact that it owns these components. So now I'm actually thinking about just saying no to all of this. Get status. What did we change in mixer? Okay, so we still have one more. Hold on. Let's just check out Mixer. Okay. And then we're gonna have our one issue there. Okay. Okay, so now we're back here. Let's undo the fact that we deleted these things from here. Okay. Because now we're taking it back. We're saying, hey, yeah. You own whatever you connect to these things. I don't. Okay, let's see. What do we have? To use an ORM. Okay. What can you tell me about WASM? It sounds interesting. So I've only tinkered with WebAssembly. I am by no means an expert. Why is this all not failing? 152. Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, because we're trying to save it all. Okay. All right. Okay. So, yeah, WebAssembly is really interesting, and Rust is a really good language to write it in. But, I mean, it basically gives... what specific questions did you have about WebAssembly? Let me catch up on chat and see what everybody has filled you in on so far, and then I'll expand. Backwards can easily be identified. Okay. Yeah, I've done some big database stuff as well. WASM these days are used for hiding code, which really scares me. I mean, there's no such thing as hiding code, right? You can make it really confusing, but there's no reason. Like, assembly literally is the step-by-step instructions for the computer on how to do something, right? You're not really hiding code. You're just making it harder to read. I have zero faith in my DB admins. Okay, so one of the things that I find particularly exciting about WebAssembly is from a security perspective, right? If you think about like a container, you're trying to take something that is inherently insecure from the beginning and then trying to like bolt things on and then make it secure. And I just realized how bright it is in here. You're trying to make it more secure, whereas WASM, when we take things like WASC, we can have these actors and permission systems where we basically allow WebAssembly to call out to effectively syscalls and things like that. But you have to give each binary permission to make those calls. So by default, it gets access to nothing. And then in addition to saying that, it's not just that there's a configuration that says, hey, this WebAssembly can make this call. It's also cryptographically signed. So somebody can own that call and they have to sign it with their key in order for it to do it, which is really interesting. Let me close this window real quick. Okay. How can I, as a web developer, use WebAssembly to better my projects and web as a whole? I mean, I think there's obviously some things with like animation and things like that where I think WebAssembly would shine. Wait, is that building? Cargo build. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, I've done some like novelty things with WebAssembly, and you know, helped on a project that allowed you to schedule WebAssembly to nodes using Kubernetes, not like not taking WASM and putting it in a container and then scheduling it, but taking WebAssembly and running it natively. I've done some stuff like that, but I haven't done any like real development projects with WebAssembly where I was building some app that needed to be compiled to WebAssembly. The demo for that project is actually really cool. We recreated the scene from The Martian, you know, where he gets trapped on Mars and he has no way to communicate. So they're sending signals and they're pointing the camera, and he has to figure out the message through hexadecimal. We built that, but I built a robot arm that would point at letters, and we did that all using WebAssembly and scheduling it with that project. Okay, so this is compiling. So now we have 2 issues. So one is we need to, let's just put a to-do up here. To-do, implement inter-source syncs for fake and RTMP. Okay. The other thing that we need to do, let's just move this down. The other thing that we need to do is ensure that unlink works correctly. Okay. A lot of the bloat on the web is due to unneeded JavaScript, and JS's compiler by default is pretty slow, so reading about it and hearing that it's supposed to be using alongside JS for better performance sounds incredible. I do not know a lot about Blazor, but if you check out C# Fritz here on Twitch, I'm pretty sure he could help you with a lot of Blazor stuff. Okay, so what do we want to do first? I suppose we should probably just look at unlink for auto first. So I think so we're gonna have to save this, right? We are going to need, we're gonna need to save these elements. Yeah, unfortunately, Bulver's dad, I don't have a lot of experience in like the Microsoft ecosystem, you know, .NET, C#, Blazor, all of those things. I am predominantly an open source person, so I wish I had more answers for you there, but okay. So we are going to need to store this so that when we unlink, we know how to do it. So I think we had a method here where we climbed back. Yeah, here we go. This is the method I was using. Okay, we're gonna copy that. We're gonna borrow it. But first we need to be able to store something. Wait, what does this look for? So this took the element, gets its peer, and removes any element attached to that. We might not need to go that far. Okay, so we are going to need to store our, oh, we don't need these anymore. Okay. Okay. So we do need to find our auto type, right? Because now we need to store our audio, GST element, and our video. Okay. So now if we come down to link. Okay. No. What are you complaining about? What's wrong with this? Oh, because we don't have anything there. Okay, so we need to make this an option. We're gonna need it to be an option anyway because there's no guarantees that any given output will have audio. And I suppose the link should probably while we're in here, we should probably just go ahead and do that now. So our link method should probably also be an option, right? Because later we're going to have this concept of, well, our stream might not have audio, right? And we might want to ignore the audio. So this is okay because we just haven't changed all of our types yet. So let's go to all of our, and this is going to be option. Okay, what do we got going on? .NET Core, yeah, that's true. .NET Core is now open source. That is true. Is the stream jittery? I don't know. Is it? Are you guys getting jitter?
Someone finds you interesting,
Link.
sir.
Right.
It appears we have a new
Link.
follower.
NRM, thanks so much for the follow. Okay. There we go. That should work. Now we want our link here. Oh, no. We're going to have our new function. Wait. Output. Okay. So here's a new one coming down here. Okay. None. And this is our audio. None. Our video. None. That should correct that error. Okay. Now inside of our link function, we should be able to now set self.audio equal to some audio cue. Video cue. Okay. All right. What are you complaining about? Oh, right. Because they're options. So this would be unwrap. Well, no, because oof. All right, we're just gonna unwrap this for now because we are gonna have to do some refactoring here because my initial thought was like, hey, let's just wrap this, right, in a check. And then we'll do this link here. But we also need to do the check if we're going to add them. And then we probably don't even want to build them all, right? So we're going to just have to separate out the logic when we start implementing that feature. Okay, so so I guess this release request pad. I mean, we can have this be an option, right? No. Let's... This should be pretty easy to just say, hey, if let some self.audio cue. No, self.audio. So I always forget the syntax of this. Just like this. No. It's self. There we go. If let sum audio equal self dot audio, right? Like this. We still have to refactor the input one too. Okay. So, I mean, this is all gonna yell at us too. So, release request. I mean, I guess it's not yelling at us. Okay. We are going to have so much stuff to fix. And by we, I mean me and all of you get to sit there and watch. Not very helpful at all. So if let something, the preferred way to get a valid value out of an option, especially if you need a valid mutable value, or so there's a few ways to do this, as Ellen. So let's just come into here. Where do I have an option somewhere? So let's just say I have an option, right? We're gonna call it O, and we're gonna say this is a we're gonna just say equals, I don't know, sum 1, right? Let's say I wanted A to equal the value that's in there. There's a couple ways you could do this, Aslan. So that if let thing would work, you could just do an o.unwrap. Unwrap is going to ensure that if that assignment takes place, it's there. Otherwise, it panics. Let's see. Another way you could do it is if you do an okay or, we could return back some error, right? It's not a proper error. But then we could do something like this. As long as this function returns a result, what will happen is if this line executes, it'll be assigned whatever the value is of sum out of the option. If none exists, then an error is produced, and because of this question mark, it's returned from this function. So I like this one a lot most of the time, but I've been doing some of the if-lets and stuff too. There's also a lot of unwraps in here just while I was prototyping, but we're actually going to go back through and like refactor all of that stuff out. Okay, so where are all of our errors now? Okay, so all of this is in here. So I guess let's go look at fake really quick. That one will be an easy one to fix. So fake. Oh, wait. Oh, we're gonna have some errors here too, right? Right. Okay, because here we actually need to pass some, right? Okay. That should fix that. If it's part of an iterator, you can use filter map result. Okay. Expected. Wait, what? Mixer output 460. No, output 469. Where are we at? We are in fakes link. Okay, so we know this. So here, This is unwrap. Even though we need to go back and take these out, but for now, I just want to kind of get everything in place, and then we can sit here and do that. Oh yeah, the default value thing's cool too. Just is not implemented on 370. 370. Okay. What's interesting is the test may still pass because of the way that the mixer is passing stuff down in. It's a matter of our individual input, whether it wants to be in its own bin or not. 215. Consider borrowing. Okay. Not entirely sure why I need to borrow there, but because video takes ownership of it. Wait. Oops. Left my test code in here. Okay. 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 If let takes ownership, that's what I was thinking. Hey, look at that. All of our tests pass. I mean, we have clearly have some issues. So we have an issue here somewhere in our fake source. I guess we're gonna have to work our way through some of these issues, but do I have debug somewhere? Okay. Okay, so we don't have to implement these this way, but let's go ahead and do our RTMP. So let's see, pub struct. There we go. There you are. Get rid of all of that. We don't need it, don't want it. Okay. And we're gonna borrow this. Okay. Okay. Wait a second. Oh, I copied the wrong one. Wait. That's one we already did. We need inner video. Take that. Now keep going. Okay. What's our error here? Wait a second. I copied the wrong ones, didn't I? I did. Ah! Source. Source goes here, sync goes in the mixer. Alright, there's our video. I need to clean up this code like a lot and comment it. Okay. Okay. So there's our inter audios. Delete all of that. And our audio and video are going to be none. And snake case it? Snake case what? Are you talking about some of the like the naming conventions and stuff? Yeah, I need to fix all of that. So we need now take our link logic here and pull that up to here. All right, so enter video source. Oh, okay. What is your deal? All right. Here we need enter. Wait. Video, right? Source. Okay. Enter audio source. Okay. Enter audio source. Okay. And this can go away. What is this error? 338. A field by this name exists in self. But nothing's been assigned yet. Oh, because we never actually created it, right? That's why that's complaining. So we need to create our pipeline. We've got some issue there. We'll solve in a second. But down here, we need pipeline to be our pipeline. What are we missing? Pipeline. Okay. Let's take it one at a time. What's on line 251? Self value is a keyword only available in method, a self parameter. Oh, that is because this is the new method, so this is just name. Wait a second. No. Enter video sync does not belong here. Go. Sources. Enter audio. Okay, there we go. Okay, set state is obviously going to be wrong here, right? Let's go to all of our. Where's our set state? So we only need one set state, and that is on our pipeline. What did I set the auto struct to? Pipeline's just there. Okay. Yeah, so that's our issues. We just need to change this. Our RTMP struct. This is no longer an option. Okay. Line 392. Oh, this is all of our pipeline remove stuff, which we know we have to fix yet. So let's just get rid of that. I'm gonna get rid of this too, because we'll just copy it from elsewhere. Okay, yay, we're fixed. Kind of. Kind of. Okay, so here's all of our stuff. We're linking all of these elements. We're probably gonna have to fix some stuff. But now what we can do is we can copy our link method from here. Right? No. No, not that one. Not that one. This one. Okay. So we basically need to just copy this whole thing. I feel like there's a way that we could do this. I feel like this should probably be pulled into some shared area, right? Like if we're doing this for everything, then it should probably just be some kind of function, right? Because basically everything is the same aside from the method that... Yeah, let's do that. We're gonna do it. We're gonna take that away. Let's set a marker here. Just gonna call that A. And we already have this like helper here. So maybe what we should say is like connect inter source. Elements. I don't know. Audio. And that's going to be a GST element and video. I don't know. Something like this. Ah. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna need a name. Let's see. All right. Oh. Okay. So, crap. So we need the pipeline too. This feels like a lot of elements to pass in. Oh crap, we need both pipelines. You know what? No. No. We'll leave this pipeline add. In our code. I think that would be okay. And we remove those. And then this would just be here and here. Oops. That. Alright, what am I missing? Oh. Why is... Okay. So now we should be able to like at least share some of this logic, and then we have like one place to fix it. Okay. So in theory, we should be able to delete almost all of this. Oh, we're not gonna have that crap. I don't know whether we can get the peer pad if we hang on to... So this is what this really is going to do is just break our unlink, right? But can we get a peer pad for an intersync? Well, I guess we could get an element by its name. We know what its name is. All right, let's see. Connect intersyncs. All right, so self.name. There's our pipeline. There's audio. Unwrap for now. Video. Unwrap for now. Okay. And then what was the last part we needed to do? Oh, we need to do a pipeline dot add our pipeline self dot pipeline. Okay. Oh crap. Consider borrowing. All right. Borrowed after move. Oh. Because we need to clone this. What is this? Yeah, we just haven't gotten to you yet. Okay, so let's test it. Okay. So I mean, we haven't tested our unlinked stuff yet. Um, I'm just thinking. Yeah, we do need to fix that, but our logic should now be okay to do. Wait, which link is this? This is RTMP. Okay, so we just hadn't implemented it yet. Okay, so that's that. I guess we don't really need that okay there, right? We should be able to just return this. Huh, why can't we do that?
Someone finds you interesting, sir. It appears we have a new follower.
Nand, thanks so much for the follow. Okay, we're just gonna do that. So there's the link. I guess if we go find our unlink, our original one. Nope. This one. We should be able to use that for RTMP as well. And we may be able to test this. Well, actually, here, let's just open up our main RTMP. Okay. Let's see if it works. We're gonna have to figure out unlink yet, though. Okay, so we are playing. Interesting. Okay, I was not expecting that. I'll be honest. So we have audio, but the video is all jacked. See if we can figure it out. Okay, so got our video convert coming in. Okay. So we're all converting to 1080. And we're making our way into the mixer. Wait a second.
Someone finds you interesting, sir. It appears we have a new follower.
Andres, thanks so much for the follow. So here's one thing I will say, right? Input RTMP pipeline. We don't have... This isn't in its own pipeline. You notice that? Oh, wait a second. So here's our inter-video syncs and stuff. Wait, no, maybe they are. Where is it? Here's our inter-video source. Our inter-audio source. Okay, so... Interesting. So we definitely have a weird issue here then. So our other issue is when using inter video source sync, we don't have working video, though audio does work. Okay. So here's something I'd like to do too. Let's go into main here and let's not add this input. Let's just skip adding this input and let's see whether we get a black screen. Okay, says we're playing. What do we got? Is this the new stuff or the old? Okay, I feel like this is all new data. So it doesn't matter what our input is, we're getting this green screen. Why? So maybe there's something I don't understand about the way that works. Is this the reason why we removed this before? Now I can't remember. But I feel like this is the way we're supposed to be doing it. I'm not even sure why this is a thing. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, so... But auto works. It's always an issue with... There's several of these issues that only exist for the RTMP streams. And I feel like there's like a detail that I'm missing. So we've got RGB here. Is that, I mean, is that our issue? Is this is all RGBA and this is all sRGB? No, because I noticed here we've got RGBA coming in, but then we convert to RGBA. No. Here. On the other side of the compositor, we're switching to RGB. What are we setting our mixer to? And so all of this is sRGB. Oh, no. I don't know what colorimetry is. We're still RGBA here. What format does it need to be in? Is that our issue? Are we passing it in a color format that's not supported? What is this? Oh, that's the proc macro stuff. Okay. RTMP sync format. RGBA. Yeah, that's not going to tell us. That's errors. I mean, we've obviously negotiated a format. I doubt somebody's gonna. I found like searching for some of this stuff is like really, yeah. Green screen is not something we want to search. Let's look at that BBC project again. Let's see if they're doing anything interesting for their RTMP colors or something. Okay. I mean, they are setting some like key intervals and stuff like that, which we aren't doing, but we can look into that. Setting live 1. Does our RTMP sync have a live thing on it? GST inspect RTMP sync. Where's our properties? Yeah. We don't have any like live. It's RTMP 2 sync. That one doesn't have it either. So I'm not sure exactly why they set the live property on theirs, but okay. So, oh, okay. So look, they are setting their format to I420. Okay, let's see what they have at the mixer. These are just connections. Okay, so yeah, they're using RGBA for all of their stuff coming in, it seems like too, right? Into the compositor. So all this is XRAW RGBA. So that looks, I mean, that looks okay to me. So they set the same thing format. So is the issue on the RTMP side, like we need to add something to change? Because that's the only thing I can see, right? Is on the RTMP side, it looks like basically coming off this video T here, this Q. No, not on that side. We want it on this side. So it seems like somewhere in here, we should be setting on these caps here. Wait a second. We're going Y44 here. Wait a second. What is going on here? Okay, let's look at our RTMP. Our RTMP new. We want to go up to the struct. RTMP new. Wait, what? Hey, Petter Master, what's going on? So function new. This is auto. This is RTMP. Okay, where is our caps filter? What is going on with our caps filter? So we are just setting the frame rate here. Why are we setting it to 60? I have no idea. Okay, we should probably look for the other one though too, because I have no idea why. Is this the only one we set caps filter on? Is RTMP? Okay. So I don't think that's going to fix our issue, but because we should be able to get 60 frames per second on here. However, I think we do need to set a format. And we're, format. We should probably pass in a config. So dot field format. I'm just gonna say RGBA for now. Getting ready for bed. I'm a bit sick and it's already 22. Oh, wow. Well, I hope you feel better, man. Okay, what's our error? Doesn't have a size known at compile time. Wait, what? Why does that not work? It's just this? Okay. Let's kill that. There we go. Okay. It's funny, Petter Master, you do the like drive-by change the hue to orange, and Dr. Dumenberg always does the drive-by to pink. Okay, failed to link elements. Okay, so is this because we can't like negotiate? This is interesting. Okay, so that works. But then here, we're failing to link elements. So there's got to be like a negotiation issue. And which elements can't be linked? I wish this gave me more insight into which thing. Because now we need to go through and like debug all of our linking, right? So I'm guessing if we removed this, the caps filter, that it would work. Oh, you did the party and then went back. Gotcha. Okay, so which thing is not playing well? Is it video rate? It shouldn't be, right? It's got to be like video convert or something. Okay, so we're still getting the failed link, so it's not video rate. I'm just gonna go convert. I feel like that's probably it. Well, no, I guess we're still gonna get an issue if it can't negotiate, right? Alright. Let's see. Let's do a GST debug equals, I don't know, 4. Let's see what we can figure out. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's see. A bunch of unlinking going on here. Trying to link element, RTMP, video convert to element video scale. Any trying to link, and video scale has no peer. Video convert and video scale in same bin. No need for ghost pads. Okay, so that's... Okay, this one linked. Successful. Oh, here we go. Here it is. Trying to link RTMP video caps filter and X264 encoder. Caps are incompatible. Okay, so our caps coming out of our caps filter are something that our X264 encoder does not support. So there's our issue. So GST inspect X264 encoder. Well, let's look. What are our caps? Ah, okay. So this is why. Our sync pad can only support these formats. Okay, so that's how our like 420 stuff got negotiated. So where is our caps filter? Caps filter. Caps filter. Where are you at? Okay, so wait, what are you? Oh, this is auto. Okay, so we're same thing, but we're not negotiating anything. Later, we still need to make that configurable. I guess we never did. So, what was Brave using? I think they were using like i420, right? Yeah. So, I mean, let's try it. I mean, eventually I'd love to put some like sanity checks in here where we actually like query things. And then we query things and then like return back an error rather than trying to link it. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go. Let's put our video back in and see what happens. There we go. Let's see. Do it. Okay, so this is a bug that we had. Now I'm remembering this is why we changed out of the inter sources. So discontinuity. Okay. I will be right back. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. All right. I feel like every day I start on this and I'm like, today is the day I'm going to make progress. And then it's not. Then it's not. All right. I don't think we're going to figure out that issue today. I mean, I was probably only going to stream for like maybe 15 more minutes anyway. So we started doing some refactoring to kind of put our pipelines into their own bins, but then we kind of have this issue. And I'm kind of at a loss sometimes with this stuff because it's outside my knowledge of GStreamer. And I think I'm gonna have to recruit some help. But yeah, something's going off there. Oh, that's not gonna work. Okay, yeah, I don't even want to commit this right now because it's so broken. All right, so maybe rather than starting on like a new thing, I should either call it quits a little early, or we can chat about anything anybody wants to. Because we're not gonna have time to get any of this stuff working. Yeah, McCann, not much progress, but you know. That's the way of life. Yes. So we did figure out that it was syntactic. That was the issue that I was having with Vim. We removed it, and now we're back to normal. Oh, cool, cool, cool. All right, who do we want to raid? We get Anthony writes code quite a bit. We could do Griffing. We could do Clarkio. I don't know what he's working on today. Coding by voice in VS Code. Melky Dev is also on. He's doing some stuff with Nginx I've been trying to help him with. And we've got Large Data Bank who's doing Go. Do we have preferences? Or do we want to find somebody new and small? It's us. Yeah, I guaranteed Melky's gonna have an empty beer fridge. Every freaking time I'm there, there's never beer. Like, I don't know. I think he hides it. You know, let's raid Melky. I know what he's working on because I was helping him. Let's hit him. Let's get him. Thanks everybody for hanging out. This is always a blast getting to hang out with everybody while I work on this stuff. Sorry we didn't make much more progress today, but hopefully soon this thing starts coming together. I will be back on. I probably will not stream this weekend. I've got a lot going on at home. But I will be back Monday from roughly 12:30 Eastern time until roughly nowish to the next hour. Later, everybody.
Powerful. Very powerful. Whoa! Eric! Coming in with the heat! Eric, did you hear the oboe and saxophone all the way from over there? Over from yonder? Did you hear the beautiful music that we got playing inside from Mr. Primogen? Ooh! Eric! Thank you so much for the raid, Father Eric. How was your stream? Everyone who is watching me, if you don't know, I feel almost ashamed to have to tell you guys to check him out. But please, make sure you watch Eric.dev streams. This guy's one of the smartest people on Twitch, period. Big shout out to the man himself. Rust Master, Go Master, Docker Master, Dad? Oh, someone took the last Rocky Mountain oysters. Thank you. Hey, what's up, Raiders? Come on down. Kid Queb is in here too? Kid. What, is this the gathering of the elites? Jeez. It's Nerdvim convention. I'm out. Big shout out to my older brother, Kid Queb, aka Mr. Queb, aka Kid, aka Pandaman, aka Kid Queb. Bang! I got you. Alright guys, let's Eric, the